Hey friends, my name's Renee and I am excited to testify on Testify Tuesday. So I grew up my whole life pretty much wrestling with fear, all forms of fear, fear of rejection, fear of man, fear of intimacy, also a lot of shame. And that ended up resulting in me getting really sick about 10 years ago. And so those kind of spiritual roots showed up physically for me with debilitating migraines, unexplained stomach issues, and some blackout sessions. But the exciting thing is that I got introduced to the Holy Spirit and got radically baptized in the Holy Spirit and broke a lot of theological boxes that I had, got supernaturally healed of the headaches and all the blackouts and everything. And then the Lord really healed me with the fear, the wrestling with the fear and the rejection and the shame. And so I really haven't struggled with those things in the past 10 years like I used to. But this past January, a couple months ago, we had several things happen. One with some stuff with our son that was pretty significant. We had some things with my mother-in-law. She got diagnosed with breast cancer. Another friend got diagnosed with breast cancer. Another friend, just lots of things. And so I started partnering with fear again. I didn't intentionally mean to, but it happens. And it got to the point where I was having trouble sleeping. I it was probably for about a week where I just was like I'm usually very, I walk in a lot of peace because of just where it came from, and I wasn't. And so I was praying with a friend, and she asked me to visualize just the word fear one day when we were praying, and asked me, what does Jesus want to show me or say to me about this fear? And as I was praying, he showed me this coffin. It was an open coffin, and he said, daughter, you've been carrying all these things that you were never meant to carry, and I want you to put them all in the coffin. And so he walked me through this process where I came out of agreement with fear, and I put it in the coffin. And then anxiety, put it in the coffin. Worry, put it in the coffin. So he brought to mind lots of different things that I didn't realize I was carrying around, that he said to cast all of it on him. And so he was having me put it in this coffin. And then I said, what do you want to do with it, Jesus? And so in my mind's eye, I saw him shut the coffin and begin to nail it shut. And then he took the coffin and he buried it and he covered it with dirt. And just that verse, 1 Peter 5:7 came to mind. And in the Passion Translation, it says, pour out all your worries and stress upon him and leave them there, for he always tenderly cares for you. And so at that moment, just that, leave them there. That's what I felt like he was saying. He was like, you've surrendered them to me. You've put them in the coffin. I've closed the coffin. I've nailed it shut and I've buried it. And I want you to leave them in the coffin. And so literally, I felt like as I was walking through this process, like this lifting off of all this weight and all of this, just like I wasn't able to walk in peace, but I saw Jesus take all of this and bury it, and then just encourage me, do not dig it back up. And so that keeps coming to mind just recently with all of the stuff going on with the coronavirus and just the fear that's literally running rampant and the peace that's very scarce. And so when I'm tempted to listen to the news and the social media with the fear, like the Lord just reminds me, like, don't dig it back up. I've got this. And so I just want to encourage you today, if you're wrestling with fear of any kind, it is real, but it is the enemy's number one scheme to steal, kill, and destroy. And so I just pray that God's perfect love over you, like he's washed over me, and he's driven out all the fear. And so I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.